Okay. Alright. Are we really doing this? Are we really? You guys can tell from the title. Okay. Now, I'll say this right now. Is there something about Triple H that we don't know? Like, could his doctors tell him that, well, you're good enough to compete in the ring? Because the only thing I can think of this Shawn Michaels versus Triple H thing for WrestleMania 43 at Saudi Arabia, these are two old farts. They're gonna kill each other, especially Triple H. Alright? Now if they somehow get other people um to now have to get wrestlers that what is it, speak for them. Kind of like what we had with Vince McMahon and Donald Trump at WrestleMania 23, you know? So even though I still would have liked to see Donald Trump versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 23, what a missed opportunity. What a missed opportunity. I would have paid a lot of money to see that. Hell, I would have still watched it so much on YouTube. I'd be like, I would have been like, how do these fucking fucks had a match here, and it was quite interesting, and yet they're best friends, and then you have this motherfucker as president. You know, like it's like wow. If I was April O'Neil, I would have been like, what a story. Seriously. Oh, can we mention Tamara Chambers when she was wearing that outfit of April O'Neil? Yeah. Yeah, if you remember that Nostalgia Critic episode, all I have to say is you deserve a fucking Ninja Turtle cookie. And good God, she looks good in that. Oh God, I was like, yes, yes, nice and thick in all the right places. Sorry. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about WWE real quick. WWE, man. WWE. Uh, look, I know a lot of people are not a fan of WWE right now. I'm not either. I'm not either. So when you hear stuff like this, or you see segments like this of like Triple H being like, maybe what if I can go one more run, and I'm like, you would die. You know, I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, but I'll say this right now, man. It's sad that WWE is still relying on these old timers. It's sad. It's sad. It is. It's sad. You have Brock Lesnar back. Cena's about to retire. And I guarantee you, I mean, everyone's already said it. The Rock is going to come for WrestleMania 43 at Saudi. You know, supposedly Saudis want Roman Reigns versus The Rock. I thought you guys didn't care for the newcomers of wrestling, wrestlers. I mean, there's a whole reason why you wanted Undertaker versus Goldberg to happen. You know, and then we got that, and I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because haven't watched none of the Saudi shows. Why? Because I just don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. Look. Is this anything against the Saudi people that live there that are having hard times because of the Saudi government? No. The Saudi government can kiss my ass, just like the United States government, just like the freaking UK government. They can all kiss my fucking Afro ass. Alright? They can all kiss my ass. Alright? Seriously. Because none of these people don't deserve to go through hell for no fucking reason just because you got offended of what they said to you. I'm looking at all of you. Alright? Seriously. It shouldn't be that way. But apparently it is. That's why there's some brothers and sisters around here saying that freedom of speech? What are you talking about? Look what happened. Ever since what happened to this white dude that got shot, and now everyone's saying that maybe he didn't got shot because it was too clean, basically. You know, that's the way I can actually describe it. They didn't say it was like that, but that's the way I could describe it. Because it is too clean when you really think about it. Alright? It's too clean that to the point that you feel like it's probably planned, man. Oh, but what if he really did die? Okay then, but you still shouldn't freak out over one death of one person when there's other shit that's happening in this planet. Like children being kidnapped and slaughtered and eaten, and all of a sudden you guys don't fucking care about that shit. But if it happened to your kid, like I said a million times, and I will never stop saying it, then you want to fight. Then you want to go after the government. You know what? Fuck off, man. Fuck off. You're a simp. You're a simp. You're a fucking simp. Until something fucking happens to you, then you want to fucking act on it, right? You're a simp. You're a fucking simp, man. You're a fucking simp. And you disgust me. If you're a brother and a sister that does that too, I don't want to know you. I don't. I don't. Anyone else? I could see them do it because I mean it's just the way they're programmed. So that's why I didn't even bother with the whole like shit that was happening with in the ward, you know. But overall, guys, I just wanted to get that out there. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, I didn't came here for that shit." Well, guess what? It's the thing that's happening in the ward, so someone has to talk about it. I had to get it out there. So it's just what it is. What it is. All right. All I have to say is that I think. Well, I don't think. I have a feeling that the Saudi Arabia WrestleMania is going to fail. Is going to fail. It's going to fail. Now, if it doesn't fail, okay, cool. But I'm not going to watch it anyways. I'm not. I'm not going to watch it. I refuse to watch it because I just don't care. They're going to do the same shit that they've been doing in all these Saudi shows. And look, for the Saudi people that love that shit and they'll be like, look, we're getting a WrestleMania. I thought that would never happen. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, to be honest with you. No. Because to be quite honest with you, it does not matter where WrestleMania is held. I never cared where WrestleMania. It would have been nice to come to my neck of the woods, not Boston. I'm talking about Holyoke, Massachusetts. But I already said that in another video, saying that if they did that, then the whole city would be bankrupt as shit. It would be poor like a month, and everyone is and people are already poor here, so it's going to get me more poor. You know, it reminds me of the B movie. You're gonna walk us to death? We sure try. If you watch that movie, you deserve a cookie. Can a human and a bee can have sexual relations? Well, you know what? The bee movie answers that question. And to me, smack that fucking ass. Sorry. But anyways, um, I, I just I just wish that this company sometimes can actually be like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we as old timers going to the ring while some of us are fucking dying as we speak? Triple H, you know, why are you going like these wrestlers, man? It's the same thing with the Undertaker. Remember that time? And the thing is, I don't even blame the wrestlers sometimes. I blame the fans. Because remember that time when Undertaker was in the original Raw set from '93? They went to that place. I forgot what year it was, but they went there, right? And then all of a sudden, Undertaker comes out, talks, and people were like, "One more match, one more match, one more match." And I'm over here like, all you guys are stupid. This man can't go anymore. And every time he freaking tries to fucking impress you to go, he keeps breaking his legacy. He keeps killing his legacy. One more match. One more match. Don't listen to those people, man. Those people are insane. They're psychotic. They're psychotic. If I had a broken leg and a broken back, they still would have told me, one more match. One more match. And I would have looked at you and be like, you're insane. You're insane. You want me on a stretcher. Apparently you don't give a fuck about my health. I don't give a shit. I will make that crowd shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit if I'm a heel or a babyface. I will make them shut the fuck up. All right? I don't give a shit. What are they gonna do? Oh boo! Oh yeah, that's all you can do because you want an old timer to come back because you're obsessed with your fucking childhood ways and you haven't grown out of it. And you can't even step back at the wrestling bubble and see what the fuck is up. And you couldn't even take out of your own bubble to see how you were acting like with the wrestling content. You can't even do that. Some of these wrestling podcasters can't do that. Some of these wrestling podcasters, they can get out of the bubble of wrestling, but they can't get out of the bubble of themselves looking at wrestling and how they react to wrestling. Does that make sense? Because I did that. And apparently I was just like, I literally, it was dawning on me to the point that I was just like, this was years ago. it dawned on me to the point I was just like, it's all distraction. It's all distraction. It's all fucking bullshit. They don't give a fuck. So why the fuck I should be a part of it? When I got out of that wrestling bubble, there's sometimes you go a little bit cuckoo because you've been with that all your life, and you getting out of it tells the brain to the point it goes into survival mode. Your brain goes into survival mode, but that's when you got to calm yourself down, because because when that happens, you'll be like, at first, but then you have to tell you, because there's some people out here that would never tell themselves that because they just don't have that program in their brain, you know. And if if that happened to anybody else that couldn't, calm down, they probably would have killed themselves or killed somebody or jump over the barricade in wrestling and try to hurt a wrestler, you know, because some of these wrestling fans are insane. And there's a reason why WWE keeps making fun of them and keeps assaulting their intelligence. Because WWE is over here like, oh, we're insulting your intelligence. See how you react to it. Yeah. Oh. So you want to be smacked on and spit on and shit on. Okay, guys, let's do that. That's the new business policy. Apparently, people want to be shit on. It's sad, man. No, it's sad. It's sad. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be that way. But it is. For some freaking damn reason, it is that way in wrestling. And it's not just WWE. I can look at AEW, NXT, what is it? TNA. I can look at all these wrestling products, and I will feel the same shit as the way WWE is doing. Most people are like, "What about New Japan?" I would feel the same way. I watched a little bit of New Japan stuff, and some of them is better than WWE. Yes, I will admit that. But overall, it didn't it didn't push me to the point of being like, oh, I gotta watch this 24/7. You know, that's not a good thing. Back in the day, we were all like that. Like, yes, I have to watch this. I need to know what's next. I need to know what the fuck is going on next. I need to know what's happening to these larger than life characters. And WWE right now is like, larger than life what? Larger than life who? Oh, no, these are regular people. The average Joe in the street. What? You really think Brock Lesnar is an average Joe from the street? I didn't know that. I didn't know that I can find a freaking guy in the street that's built like fucking Brock Lesnar that's living a regular life, a mundane job like a plumber or a security guard or some shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about, man. Insulting my intelligence. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. And I guarantee you, Brock Lesnar feels the same way too. Right now, you can tell Brock Lesnar is just having fun. And those allegations and all that stuff, yo, man. There's a video when Triple H is just like, allegations or allegations. Business is business. And I'm over here like, okay, so you're willing to do business with pedophiles. It's not the first time WWE has done it. You rather work with a person that literally is in the company and they're like, let me see your pecker. Let me see your pecker. Let me see your pecker. That was wrong with you. That man should be fired. That man should be fucking hanged up to dry. As an example, to not be that way in WWE or any type of form of wrestling. But you don't do that. Oh, but they're in the business a long time. They're a legend. And just because they've been in the business in a long time and they're a legend doesn't mean they're a piece of crap fucking person. You know? Oh, this person raped a whole bunch of kids, but he's in the Hall of Fame because, it's all about business. You guys make me sick. You guys make me fucking goddamn sick, man. Seriously. Are you going to give Ashley her Hall of Fame shit? No. Because her daughter, from what I've heard, she has a daughter. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong with that. That she would probably just expose the fucking company right there on the stage. It's the same thing why they didn't had China come in. Because she would expose everything what they did to her. Seriously. You know, there is even stuff right now. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but there's stuff in WWE that has come out literally stated, well, at least for the female wrestlers, saying that, oh, I have to have sex with this type of person for me to get actually big. So imagine all the female wrestlers that you love and enjoy that became high profile wrestlers, and you have to imagine now that did they actually sell themselves to actually get to the top? It's the same thing what you see in freaking The Boys, the TV show. You know, when the female chick is like, oh, I would love to be part of the superhero stuff, and then when she's a part of it, she basically gets fucked over. She gets sexually abused. And when I saw that shit, I'm like, yep, there it is. That's what all the female wrestlers go through in WWE. Not if you kissing ass to make sure that doesn't happen to you. You gotta survive. You gotta survive either type of way. But some people might be like, oh, but they sacrifice their body so they can get their money and stuff like that. Those women are honorable. No, they're going through bad shit. You can't be like, oh, a woman is going through crap and she's sucking a man's dick mainly because her job is in jeopardy. That's not noble. The hell's wrong with you fucking idiots? The hell's wrong with you disgusting people? Now, there's not a lot of people that I've seen on the internet like that, but I'm sure they're all out there. You know? And that's why I have a pet peeve with wrestling and some wrestling fans. They'll become either really childish that they're screaming one more match to a fucking man that's almost 60. Rick, Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair can do it. Ric Flair can't do it anymore, but Shawn Michaels can. I can see him do that. But Undertaker, Triple H, Kane, nah, man. Big Show, no. Mark Henry, well, probably, but still, no. All of these wrestlers, no. You guys are retired for a reason. You guys stepped out of the limelight for a reason. You know, sometimes your body can't go anymore, and that is fine. But there's other people around here that their bodies can't go anymore still, and the fans are still like, oh, one more match, one more match. It's so disrespectful, man. It's very disrespectful. And insults my intelligence, and it should insult the intelligence of these wrestlers. What do you think WWE treats you the way you guys do? WWE officially now knows that the fan base that they have right now, at least, is so dumb as fuck that they would grab a fan from the stage and shit on their face, and they'd be like, "I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to be a part of that." Because it's all about how you all. It's all about exposure on TV. It hasn't changed. It's the same thing when people want to be famous on YouTube, man. It's fucking live your life. You live your life, enjoy your shit. Enjoy the creativity that you have in your YouTube channel. Instead of going to these promotions and literally killing yourself for it. You know? And then all of a sudden, like for example, you have some of these wrestlers that end up in wheelchairs and they can't get anything from WWE or any type of wrestling company, so they have to go to cons. Meanwhile, Vince McMahon is sitting on dough. How's that fair? But you know what? Who gives a shit, right? Why should I give a shit, right? The Shawn Michaels and Triple H thing is pathetic. It is pathetic. These two men are old as hell. They're gonna kill themselves if they fight each other. Now, if they grab other people to fight for them, then that's different. But but I guarantee you I guarantee you if they do change that, that's how you know that the original plan was for Shawn Michaels and Triple H to fight Saudi Arabia, but they find out that Triple H can't because of his health, and then they were like, all right, let's just change it up a bit. So what's Triple H gonna have? He's gonna have Randy Orton. Randy Orton's gonna become a heel, and what's Shawn Michaels gonna have? Drew McIntyre or something? Seth Rollins? Who's he gonna have? You know, the only thing I can think of is probably John Cena. But John Cena's gonna come back now that that blood money is so good. You know, By the way, these people also get blood money from Hollywood. Just saying. Oh, did I said that out loud? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you thought Hollywood was a nice fantasy. Nothing happens. I guess the Diddy stuff was just imaginary, right? It never happened. You know. Oh man. It's the same thing when COVID happened. Oh, it didn't happen, right? We're 5 years in after COVID, and people are just like, "Can we go back to normal?" Oh yeah, we're back to normal. Yeah. And I'm over here like, all you guys are fucking pathetic. You don't want to change. You don't want to change. And guess what? Something's going to force you to change. Or it's exactly what other brothers and sisters will say. You either adapt or die. And that goes to these wrestling companies too. You either adapt or die. And most likely, a toast to that, most likely you're going to die and you're not going to adapt. Because we would have seen WWE start adapting a long time ago before we saw the Saudi Arabia stuff. Even if they did adapt it and they still did the Saudi Arabia stuff, it still did not matter. You know why? Because they didn't evolve. They didn't evolve. So guess what? They're gonna die off. All right, seriously. And they acting like they're all evolving, but they're not. They're not. They're not evolving. Oh, but we're all over the world. That's not called evolving, motherfucker. Just because your product is all over the world doesn't mean that you're evolving. My God, look at Disney. Disney's product is all over the world. And does it look like they're evolving? No, they're not. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot, man. And that's to these companies and the higher ups of these companies. I'm not talking about to YouTubers and all that stuff. Some of these YouTubers too, though. They just love to suck the dick of these companies, man, and act like nothing's gone. The best thing is though, people are all noticing that something is gone, and people are just like, I'm fed up. I'm just done. At first, it was like, okay, maybe give them a chance. Now it's like, I'm done. I'm done. Even you higher YouTubers, podcasters that talk about wrestling are literally saying now that no, no, man, this is bullshit of how WWE treats their fans. It's the same thing when John Cena was like, if you want them to go to London, let it be heard. Ha! Saudi Arabia. To be honest, I would be pissed more at John Cena than Triple H and the Saudis. Why? Saudi government. Why? Because John Cena hyped you up to thinking that WrestleMania will be in London, and all of a sudden, it's not. Yeah, things can change. Things change in wrestling all the time. But the fact that they did shit like that, I'm just like, have a plan right away before your wrestlers look like they're fucking idiots and stupid. No, you're not going to do that? Then everyone else is going to look at you like incompetent and stupid. And what's the point of watching your product? You're insulting my intelligence again. Toast to that. No, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. This is the CHUCKY signing off. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All right. Tell me what you guys think down below. Either you can love it, you can hate what I have to say. But at the end of the day, we all need to agree that WWE is fucked. Seriously. There's a reason why a long time ago, when WWE was on sale, they were scared. Fans were scared that Saudi would buy it. Now that TKO got it, they bunted it to the ground to the point that once they sell it, it's going to be a husk away of what it is. And then Saudi's going to buy it and maybe fuck it up too. Hey, if Saudi grabs WWE and they make it fucking amazing, I'm going to be in shock. In shocked. Especially if you do women's wrestling stuff. But there's people out here that don't like women's wrestling. Some of them say they don't take it seriously. But you take wrestling seriously? You watch wrestling. If you see a female wrestler and she's wrestling, you don't take their matches seriously, but you're gonna take a male one seriously? Sounds like you're gay, bro. Sounds like you like more of a man than women, and that's fine. But it sounds like you rather watch grown men sweat than women sweat. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, man. Hey, hey. there's content for that. You know, seriously. I mean, even the Saudis are doing it. I'm talking about the government. You don't think they're fucking each other while they're leaving their woman and fucking them all each other? Seriously, they probably mistreat their wives while they're fucking each other. Seriously, behind the scenes. Oh, but why do you care? Guys, you guys don't understand that when it comes to media and the outside world, they're going to push that to you to the point that it sticks in your head and you be like, maybe I am that, maybe I am this, maybe I'm not that. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay? When you're an adult, you can make your own decisions for yourself. When it comes to kids and all that stuff, shouldn't kids live their life and figure shouldn't kids live their life and not be exposed to none of that stuff? That's like having a tranny in preschool, basically. And it's like I have nothing against none of those people or anything like that. But it's like you got to think of the mindset of the children, you know. But then people are going to be like, well, you need to tell the kids that there are people out there that are like that. I understand that, but at the same time, wouldn't the parents have to tell the kids that instead of the school being the parent? Because why would the school be the parent? No, man. That's like going to school and that's like going to school and they'll be like, yeah, we're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to talk about religion. Doesn't care if you. It doesn't matter if you're atheist. We're going to talk about it for 5 hours to make sure you won't be an atheist anymore. You know, you know. Oh, you looking at it too deeply. Make a fuck yourself. You don't know the history of America. Did you know that during Rome, when all the men were fucking each other, the woman just left that island and made their own little island for all women to fuck each other? That's where those dildos and all that. Yes, you can find that shit. That's not stupid. That's not stupid or misconstrued or false information. It's literally there. You guys don't know anything about the history of Rome, don't you? And then you wonder, oh well, that was Rome. This is now. It's still the same shit. Study what Rome was, and then you study what's happening with this world. It's the same shit. The people that ruled Rome are still around to this day. And if you don't believe that and you think that's fantasy, something's wrong with you. There's a reason why these kids are being kidnapped and eaten and killed. They are what these wicked beings look at. They are the fountain of youth. That's what they are. They are the fountain of youth for the government, so they can stay longer and survive longer. Okay, it's the same thing with these wrestlers. These wrestlers, man, they look old at one point. Then all of a sudden they look fine. You got to question that too, man. You got to question that shit too. But none of you guys don't want to, especially some of these wrestling fans. Oh, let's go into conspiracy territory. Then you don't know the definition of conspiracy. The definition of conspiracy is that you say conspiracy so you won't get caught of what you're doing, which is bad. You guys don't know the definition of conspiracy, don't you? I'm not talking about my subscribers or people that watch this that know it, but the people that don't. Enlighten yourself. Educate yourselves. Seriously, man. Educate yourselves because you're going to look dumb in my eyes, man. The people that know this shit and know their history and have studied the planet and other civilizations, you cannot fuck with me when it comes to this shit because I've studied it ever since I got out of high school in 2012. So I've been knowing this shit for a long time. And yeah, I was labeled with ADHD, right? So what the fuck who gives a fuck what I need to say, right? But if it's a president that says it, or a politician, or some of these wrestlers that said it, or all of you guys are like, yeah, he's right. I was thinking the same thing. You're pathetic. Children, grown ass people watching wrestling and acting like fucking 5-year-olds. Not every wrestling fan's like this. I want to say that right now. But there's so much to the point that I'm just like, and you wonder why WWE shit, and then you wonder why they're making money. They're making money off of stupid fucking goddamn people that don't know anything. Anything at all. They don't even know why. They don't even know why that. And they don't even know why that Japan got nuked. They don't even know that. Not just the truth wise, but what they told us in media wise. They don't even want to know that. It's too painful. I don't want to study history because it's too painful. Could we hide it, please? So I won't get offended what happened to the past. Can you hide what happened to the Jews with Hitler? Because that's offensive, and it hurts. It hurts. We should hide our history. You know, like, I'm done with these people, man. I'm so fucking done, man. It's funny that I had to say all of this stuff, all because I saw Shawn Michaels and Triple H being like, "Yeah, we can do it one more time." It's like Shawn Michaels elbows Triple H. You know, Shawn Michaels with that elbow drop on Triple H's heart. Oh, Triple H is not moving. Oh my God, he's dead. It's like, yeah, because that's what I want to see. I want to see a wrestler that was completely badass at the time, at one point, and was a great fucking heel, die in front of my face. You know? In front of his own children, too, and his wife. Good lord! That's not good, man. That's not good. That tells me that Saudi Arabia was like, Shawn Michaels was Triple H. But we can't have a peacemaker. What? What you said? Doesn't give a fuck if you have a peacemaker. You go out there and make us money. I'm gone. See you guys and be safe.